Hello and welcome to another LEGO set review. This is the LEGO Volkswagen. This was lent to me for disclosure reasons. I have to tell you, lent to me by liteupblocks.com to demonstrate their light up block kit for this little van. And since I don't actually own this van, this is lent to me, I'll also be reviewing this van just before I install the light up kit for all of you to see, and also discussing the light up kit itself. Instructions will be online when this thing is for sale, like the light up kit, so by all means you'll be able to check that out. They are also selling this kit and many other kits, including the Ghostbusters car, the big Ultimate Collection tumbler, the Mini Cooper, and the mini kit version of Volkswagen and Mini Cooper. So you can head over to their website, which is be in the description below, and see what kits you want. If you see something they don't have, you can send them a message, request them to either change the color or make a kit for a certain set, and they'll let you know if they can do it or not, because they can do a lot of things with these LED kits. But anyway, let's talk about this Volkswagen first. For one thing, it's a lot more solid than the Mini Cooper. It's also a lot bigger, and for the price per brick ratio, it seems pretty good. You can open up the doors here, on all the doors, and have a look inside. Now from the outside, this kit does look pretty good, but there are a few cheats here and there in terms of saving space. For example, right here, this looks like it should be a part of a toilet, but once inside you'll see there's actually no room in there at all. The back lid and front lid are separate. I'm not sure if this is supposed to come off. Well, it's coming off anyway. So just so you can see the inside. Don't care too much for these as acting lights. They just look kind of weird to me. And all of these curtain bits are actually there. They are made of soft cloth material, similar to the old harder LEGO capes. Inside here you have a little sink, little cupboard, nothing inside there, and a hairbrush and a pan. Don't know what those two things are doing together. On the front seat there, we've got the radio, no, the radiator, some buttons, a clock there as the meter or something, and they got all these gas pedals and a little control stick. So, and of course the steering wheel. But if you're thinking of planning on putting a figure in there, you're gonna have to get rid of some of the stuff down there, or else the figure won't fit, even though if it's in the roughly the right scale. Close that up. Inside here you get two seats and a table. The table is meant to be foldable, I think. It's on a little folding clip. Yeah, you can fold it down. And the floor right there you see is a checkered black and white. And you see that this whole toilet space is just such a thin gap, no one's going to fit in there. The seat here is on a slight rotating joint, although I'm not quite sure it's meant to move too much. You can push it all the way up. And there's meant to be like a bed area here, which you can't really do much with. Look at the back here. You can open the back window for more space, and also open up the bottom here, and you can see the engine inside. The engine, just like the Mini Cooper and also the Ferrari F40 from what I can see online, the engines are also a pretty high detailed area for collectors, especially people who like this vehicle. They expect the detail of the motor to look somewhat like the actual engine. The rubber bands come loose here, so whoever built this, I didn't build this because it was lent to me complete, they're gonna have to fix this on their own. I'm not gonna do that for them. Okay, from this side across the front here, this door opens, and there's also a rear-view mirror right here. And looking from the inside, from this side, you see that there's a little painting there, there's a little plant pot in the corner, and there's a mirror here, as well as some cupboards and some shelves in the corner that you can't actually place anything there because, again, it's far too small. So, while this sort of ultimate collector's or LEGO creator expert level stuff is pretty neat from the outside, the inside is still highly compressed. One wonders if they could have made the inside at a smaller scale to make everything seem more natural. I would have gone with that, to be honest, instead of making everything sort of cutesy and big. On the roof here, you have a little bike storage thing. You got little arms that can move up, and you can just turn them around because it's Lego, so you can break it apart and put it up there. You also have this, I guess it's an air vent kind of thing, for like when they cook stuff inside, or let more air in or whatever. I'm not quite sure what this is, but people like know Volkswagen will know what this is. And this comes up. In the mini kit version, this is permanently up unless you remove a few of the Lego plates. Here, you got this soft fabric there, hiding the mechanism inside, and this whole thing moves up and down pretty nicely. Like, it goes up and down. It's pretty tight. It's not going to drop back down for the most part. Look, it doesn't drop back down. But when you push it down, there's definitely a mechanism inside that's working pretty well. You saw a quick look underneath. Now there's quite a lot of space here, and when we do install the LED kit, if you have your own little USB charger or USB battery, I should say, you can actually hide it in here. And the light up kit is a USB version. There are no battery versions, but you get your own battery, you can hide it in here, and there's a lot of space there for you to hide a battery in there, and therefore you won't be able to see any wires popping out of the car. You'll be able to move it along while the lights, well, lit up. So that's the Volkswagen. Now, I don't care at all for the actual Volkswagen, but as a Lego kit, it does look like Volkswagen from the outside, and I really like the added detail of the actual fabric curtains inside. They're not full curtains, but the actual fabric, so they do look pretty nice, and I appreciate that. And like I said, the piece per price ratio is also pretty decent. Do get some stickers on some of the pieces, which is kind of lame. Personally, I think that sucks. But overall, it's if you like the Volkswagen, the outside as a display piece will be pretty nice. And you're just opening these doors again to look at it from the outside. The detail in there is pretty nice as well. If you're someone who actually likes a functioning Volkswagen on the inside, you're going to have to adapt this and change it, and change the scale of all the seats inside and to something that you much more prefer. And the overall shape fits the Volkswagen a lot more than how the Mini Cooper represents, well, the Mini Cooper. I found that the shape of the Mini Cooper was slightly iffy. Here it seems a lot better. So if you like the Volkswagen, have some spare cash, and you know, really like Lego, you might want to consider this. If you don't have too much cash or think this is I don't really bother to spend that much cash on a giant Volkswagen, you might as well get the little mini kit as a display piece. So enough of the review of this. We're going to take a look at the actual LED kit. Now these will be sold in little bags, similar to this bag, obviously with the liteupblock logo on there, most likely. And I'm going to get this out and go through it. I'm probably going to have to look at the guide again because I had to look at the guide for the Mini Cooper one. But let's untie this. Actual sold items will also have these little ties tying it up. And let's try not to tangle the wires. So, for the most part, this whole wire thing is all like tied up in this little thicker plastic housing, and then you start to get these things that split off. They have, you can see there, they do have a few color difference here for the main lights of the room in white, so you can sort of differentiate it. So you got the two backlights here, yep, backlights. You see they've taken actual Lego pieces. Not just the top piece there, they've also taken the bottom grey piece there and put them together. You got two orange stud lights, again actual Lego pieces, and the LED light is hidden inside the orange stud. You got these two lights, which again I assume it's on the front as well. And finally these two indoor lights, for this one goes in there, this one goes in there, and you see there's a little connector port there, so you can disconnect it if you want to. So I'm going to plug that back in. So this is useful for if you just want to remove the front or the back plates, and you don't want to remove the other piece just to see one part inside. So in order to install this light, first you need to get the front plate off. Comes off very easily. Put that to the side. Look at the bottom of the van. We want to take this black piece off. Hopefully a few pieces will come off with it. Like that. Cool, it did. And we want to get some of the lights through the front. So we want the two grey discs and the two orange lights to go through. So I'm just going to pick those up, make sure nothing is tangled together. Next, you do want one orange and one grey to go through each side there on the front. So I'm just going to make sure I'm going to pull them way in. Remember, do not pull too hard on these wires, even when they're tangled. Just try to untie them as gently as you can. These are thin wires. They are quite durable, but remember, thin wires, no matter how durable they are, can snap if you pull too hard. So once these are through, just make sure they're not tangled. Again, being careful. Once those are there, you want to go get this front plate. There should be two grey pieces here, but you want to push this down so it comes off like the entire piece. You want to get the orange pieces on each side through the hole and onto the little silver stud. So just get that in. Line up the LED wire and just have it go down this way and let it go back down in. So plug that in. Same with the other side. So fit the orange LED. Push this down. Again, let it go back down there. The grey plates, you want to attach them to this piece here. So just attach them. And the other piece, attach it. And once you're done, be a bit careful and try to push these back in through the holes. So just get the orange LEDs out the way, pull them to the side, and you want to push these back in. No, it's a bit tight now. There, with the orange LED, I had it stay in that corner, running down the inside here on these two corners. With the grey pieces, I attached the plate so that the LED will come out inside, on the inside. So right down this bar, so it should be able to have more space to come down. Obviously, your mileage may vary when you're pulling the cables through. Just be a bit careful. I'm just going to lift this van up just a little bit and have the cables fall down. You want them to fall all the way back down. So you can pull on them just a little bit. Again, don't pull too tight. Once they're all the way down, I want to make sure they're flat. I don't want them to come out the side. I'm just going to pull that down and then reattach this front panel. There. This piece should attach quite easily. Next we can move on right to the back. Put this down. We want to open the back here. Remove these plates so there's a hole again to fit through here. Oh, guess I can fix that guy's engine if I want to. Again, when you're doing this, mind which side the wire is on. You want this to be facing the inside of the van. So this one's going to go this way, so I'm going to push it up this way. You might want to remove the engine to pass it through easier, but it fits just fine. And then just on this side, oops, focus. Just get more focus here. There we go. On this side, the grey block should. There's a piece there that they've left there. I'm just going to remove it and just fit this in. Same with the other side here. Still left a piece there. They removed the grey block, but they left that piece there. And fit it in. Again, you should be able. The wires are just hanging there. You can close this up. Should be able to close it up. Okay, a bit tight, but it closes up. And just gently pull on the wires just a little bit to make sure they're straight. Now the last bit gets a little bit tricky. You want to remove the small light to make it a bit easier. Just remove that, reattach it afterwards. You want this to pass through the toilet section of the van, which is that little thin gap right there. Luckily we have, this is a long bar piece. This piece is not made of Lego, but the other pieces are so far. You just want to feed it through that little toilet hole. So you want to remove the roof as well, or yeah, or else it won't feed through. So let's take the roof off. Just trying to push it in. I'm going to flip this van upside down. Hopefully it will drop through. Oh, I've got the wire. Okay, pulling it out slowly. Again, be gentle. Once it's through there, it'd be a good idea to actually close off the bars here. Just reattach these plates back in there. Now the light's been fed through, we just get the roof plate and we can attach this pretty easily wherever we want. Just attach it somewhere near the middle, I'd say. Just give it so the room definitely lights up. We can get this other cable and just reattach it. Put the right direction. Is the right direction? Yes, the right direction. We want to lift the front roof up and we want the front light, this light, to go sideways. So we just put it in there somewhere in the middle, and then we can reattach this roof back there, get the LED light in position, and we attach this roof, and now all the lights are installed. So let's test it out. So I have my battery here, plug it in, and voila! That's pretty neat. Obviously some pieces will have more light shining through than the others, but you see the limit that's done pretty well. If I lift this up, this piece up, obviously the light's gonna go through there because, well, there's a set piece there. So I'm gonna have only a little bit light on. Actually, yeah, I'll just have all the lights on first, let you see it. And then I'll turn the lights off. See the front lights down there. Pretty neat. And if I just open this up, see that they didn't just give it a white light, they actually gave it a slightly yellowy light to demonstrate the sort of older effect of this fan, which is kind of cool. Obviously people who renovate cars and stuff, they might want to change lights and stuff, but you know, if you want a white light, you can probably ask them for it and see if they do it. Back lights there, pretty cool. And I think my battery box is a bit big, but if I was to, oh, the roof came off. But if I was to hide it in there, would it hide? Just about, not quite. So a quick look on the other side. Boom! There you go, pretty neat. So yeah, I think this LED kit is way easier to do than the Mini Cooper. The Mini Cooper kit was quite hard to do. There's also more lights in the Mini Cooper. There's less lights here, although there are 2 long bars instead of 1. But yeah, this one's a lot easier to do than the Mini Cooper. If you do have the Mini Cooper in this, I do recommend having these lights if you like it. I mean, people, we like fireworks, we like glow sticks, we like lights to light up. And for all these different colors, you got white, orange and yellow and red. It's pretty neat to see these, you know, light up. Since you're buying an expensive vehicle, you got all this lights, an expensive vehicle, you want it to look accurate as you can, you definitely want to pick up this LED light. So overall, while I don't care about the Volkswagen, I do think it's a pretty good kit. I do think it's better than the Mini Cooper kit in terms of representing the original car. I think it's more solid than the Mini Cooper. And in terms of the LED kit, this one's also a lot easier to do than the Mini Cooper version. So yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I'm also going to do a few shots of it without the Darth Vader LED lights on, so you can judge and see if you like it then. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below, and of course check out liteupblock's website for different LED kits for different Lego sets and so on. Also separate kits. Also check out my other videos on light up blocks, light up lightsabers. They're going to be, light up blasters are going to be on here as well, and of course the light up Iron Man stuff, which is already out. I did buy the Detective's Office, which they're also making a light up kit for, so that'd be super awesome when I can light up that set. That'd be amazing. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below, and of course take care and have a nice day.